Feed me chicken.
Hello YouTube, I am Feed Me Chicken. How the cluck are you? Today is just going to be some normal pickups, but they're mostly, in fact they're all from last year. Of course they are. What else would you expect from this channel? So let's start off with this one. It is my first Japanese game on the PS3. It is J-Star Versus. I was on my phone. This popped up on eBay. It was relatively cheap. I thought, you know what, why not? Looking in relatively awful state, but there is a reason why I bought this. I think it was about £5. And that is Grunt Warrior on the PS1. The reason that this was bought was because I have an incomplete version. This one is complete. Pretty much just doing a case swap and happy days. Next one is Mirror's Edge on the 360. Now the plan I had for this is only cost about, I think it only cost £1. The plan I had for this was I was going to play it, experience it, move it on to somewhere or someone else. As it goes, actually, I'm not very far at all, and the controls for me are taking a bit of getting used to. So I haven't actually played much more since I bought it. I need to get my arse in gear and play a bit more. Same premise for the next game, which is Terraria. Do you know what? I'm looking at the game and I for the life of me can't figure out pronounce the name. So Terraria, same premise as Mirror's Edge. I literally want to play this and then move it on. As sad and as pathetic as it is, I really can't stand the fact that it says classics on there. I don't even think it would have had a release where it wasn't classics on the 360. So I want to experience the game, but that's about as far as it's going to go. A game that I intend on keeping, however, which was £4, is Disaster: Day of Crisis on the Wii. Marathon Gaming, this is your fault. He actually said he played this, wasn't too bad. You know, and we're on the back, it says, Raymond Bryce is about to have one hell of a day. Kidnapped hostages, earthquakes, hurricanes, floods. Can you get through in one piece? Well, I don't know because I ain't played it. A game that I think only cost me £1 is called Motor Mayhem on the PS2. Cars, guns, shooty bang bang, vehicle combat league. It just looked colourful. So that is going to be fun to play, I believe. In the same place they have a few memory cards. I think all in all I might have paid £7 for the lot. So we have a GameCube memory card. We have a two-tone coloured memory card for the GameCube once more. And we have an official N64 memory card. Moving on. The next game ended up being a train. So I had some 360 games laying around. Guy at work just recently got a 360. I said, John, would you be interested in a few of these games? He said, yeah, sure, why not? The one he was interested in particular was the Modern Warfare 4. So because I ended up giving a few more games on top of what I said, he was like, well, how about taking his game, the one that I was interested in, because he had a few games that he showed me previously. What game I'm rattling on about it is Sonic Rivals on the PSP. Now, I own Sonic Rivals 2, didn't own this one, so happy days. Towards the end of the year, after Christmas, heading into New Year, I went to the dump. Basically, when I was dumping whatever crap I had to dump, there was a bloke who had one of those plastic tubs, and as I was turning, I spied just like white cases. I approached and said, is that weed stuff in there? He's like, yeah. I was like, but you gotta check all that. oh, well, you can have it if you want. Of course I was like, yes please, thank you very much. Free is free. Didn't know what was in it. When I did get home, most of the games were kind of cannon fodder, to be honest with you. And most of it went towards my dad, and my son had some of the Skylander stuff that was in it. But some of the stuff that I did keep, which wasn't a lot, were these. So the game first, which is We Sing Encore. Now, you may sit there and laugh and go, why on earth would you get that? Well, the reason being, as I've alluded to before, I have 2 young daughters. Singing is a thing that they do. And also my wife says when it comes to like Christmas, New Year, it'd be really good if we had like some form of karaoke to do. Well, I didn't have anything karaoke. Well, I did. I have the Disney version of SingStar on PS2, but that's not really a party tune, is it? So, We Sing. Well, the plan was We Sing will be the karaoke of the Christmas and New Year's. But that kind of changes, and I'll show you why shortly. There was some other things that went for free there. I just think they look cool, and I'm sure I'll use them somehow if they work. So we have a USB 4-port thingamabob, and then we have another USB 4-port doodacky. I just thought it looked cool, and I'm sure, you know, with the use of the PS4 or the Xbox One, you know, they might go to good use. Who knows? I don't. Now, I'm pretty sure this was before New Year. I can't be 100% sure. Not good memory, bird brain. Anyway, my daughter wanted to try a fast food chain. She wanted to try Wendys. Wendys, yes. So in Lincoln, not too far away from me, they have a Wendys, and that's where we went. And of course, you're in a town or a city, as this was. You, as a gamer, you are more than likely wanting to go and check out some form of store that sells games. I am of no exception to that. There is a cash converter. There is a cash converter nearby, to which we had a look. Now, the 2 games that blow the We Sing out of the window ends up being, he says, Lips #1 Hits and Lips. Loads and loads of songs. I won't be singing them because I cannot sing. Well, I can sing, just really, really badly. But what was pretty cool about it is that, so one of the games, so that was, sorry, wrong one. So that was £1, £1. And this was £4. Now, this game came with two microphones. And from what I saw while I was in there, there is no rust or battery leakage in here. So, not only can they sing songs, but I get to get game score out of it. But yes, hopefully they know most of the songs, and if it is kind and I end up getting dragged into it, maybe I learn something, like the worst singer on earth. Anyway, moving on from songs that I won't be singing to a game that my understanding is it's not as common as the other games in the series. Now, to those who know their stuff, who know their shit, will tell me otherwise, I am sure. But this is part of the MotorStorm series, so it is on PS3. And complete comes MotorStorm Apocalypse. There was a channel who highlighted this game, and that's where my understanding of it being uncommon comes from. Now, it only costs £5. Right, with all that said, been and done and gone, and there are normal pickups right there, just not in the right year. But anyway, thank you once again for tuning in, and I will see you next time I put out a video. See you later. Bye.